Hello everyone, I'm Ella and today I'm going to be doing another market video. I had my first market of the season last Saturday and it went really well and I made a video about that, so if you haven't watched it, go and watch it, but I wanted to address a few things before I start the video. First of all, I got a lot of comments that my audio wasn't very good and my camera quality wasn't good. That was my first video that I made with a new camera and I decided to just use my phone. So I'm recording on my phone today, so if that is better than my last video, please let me know. Second thing is I had somebody who asked me how much I made at the market. I didn't address this in the video, but I am not going to be sharing how much I make at markets. And I know pretty much everyone else does, but that doesn't mean I have to. I'm only 16 and I just don't really feel comfortable sharing how much I made at a market. I will be sharing things that you could see if you walked up to my market, like how much I'm selling for, how much stuff I have, and I'll be sharing before and after pictures, so if you really want to, you can go back and add up how much difference you see. I don't care, I just don't really want to share it. I know you guys want to know, I want to know too what other people made, but I feel like for me, it creates like an unhealthy sense of like comparison and competition. If I see somebody made like $1,000 at a market, I feel like I'm not successful unless I make $1,000 at a market. And I know that's not true, but that's how I feel whenever I watch a video like that. So I know you might be thinking that you wouldn't feel like that. I just know that there's someone out there like me who probably wants to hear but also doesn't. Another thing, I didn't really show a before and after last time. I barely recorded any of the market, so I'm going to have a really short before the market, and then I'm going to record a lot more during and after the market. I've also had a lot of people ask if these are my own patterns, if I bought the pattern, where I got the pattern. So pretty much most of these are my own pattern, but some of them aren't. I will have a link to my Etsy shop and Ribbler shop so that you can go and find these patterns yourself. I have made a lot of stuff in the last week and I want to show you some things that I've made. I didn't really say exactly what sold at my market last time, but the biggest thing that sold was my mini animals, and I'll get one to show you. This is one of my mini animals. This is a little octopus. These sold out, and I didn't have very many because I didn't know. This is my first time selling a mini product. Also, some of them had keychains, so a lot of people liked the keychains on there. So I only had, I can't remember exactly how many I had, but I only had a few, maybe like 10 in total. And that was mini animals like whales, octos. I had like a little frog, a little duck, so I had a lot of little things, but I'm definitely bringing a lot more of these. So far I've made 12 in different colors of these minis. And I also want to make a video about my octos because those are my own patterns. So would you want to see a video about my octos? Let me know. Alright, so that's what sold at my last market, but let's see what I've made for this market so far. So right down here in this kind of messy pile, I have all of the things I've crocheted this week. And I still have a lot of half-done things I've made that I'm going to finish today. So I have my basket of mini octos over there. And then I also had a lot of extra baby blanket yarn that I made these other octos with that are just a little bit bigger than the minis. So I'm going to be pricing the mini octos over here at $5 and I'm going to be pricing these at $8. I also have these slightly bigger octos. They're made of the same yarn as the minis, and I'm going to be selling these for $12. They're just a little bit bigger. This is one of my mini blankets. They're not too much smaller, but these take a lot less time, and these take more time. These probably take me about 15 minutes, and these take me like more like 20 or 30. Probably closer to 30. Anyway, that's what I'm selling those at. Over here I have these whales. They're pretty quick to make and I'm going to sell them for $10 each. I also am going to try and make some minis of these before my market. Next I made 2 gray hippos. These, I sold one of them at a market, my last market, and then the other one I sold on Etsy, so I made 2 more. The other one's over here. And then what I just hit is also my blanket hippos. So some of the extra baby blanket yarn I made big hippos. So these are pretty cute. So I'm going to price the hippos at $12. I'm pricing these for a little higher because they have a lot more detail to them. And also I sell them for $15 in my Etsy shop and they sell out a lot. So I feel comfortable pricing them at that.
But then for the blanket hippos, I'm going to sell them at $15 just because they're quite a bit bigger. But they didn't take too much more time. So that's what I've made so far, pretty much everything I've made so far. So I'm pretty happy with what I've made. I also have a lot of bees that I'm making. I sold out of my bees too. So I'm going to be making those too. I just need to sew on the wings.
Hey everyone, so it is Monday. It's the day of my market. And I have about a little less than an hour and a half, more like an hour before I need to leave. I have all of my stuff I've made in the last week ready, basically to get packed up, so I wanted to put in a clip of that in a minute, but since I'm leaving in an hour, I just want to go through what I'm going to do. So I have this chunky bee that I sold at my last market, and I had enough yarn to make another, and so I have the body of it done. I just need to make the wings, so I'm hoping that I can make the wings and sew them on really quick before I have to leave, because that's like I'm selling the bee for $20, so that's an extra $20. So I'm hoping that I can finish that. And then I also have a couple things on my list that I wanted to make that I'm just going to bring the yarn to make at the market, because it's pretty easy things. At my last market, I didn't have a lot of time to crochet. I think I made like too many animals. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to crochet much, but we'll see. It'll give me something to do if there's downtime. But this market today is 3 hours, and I have to be there an hour early, and it takes an hour to get there. I don't have markets like super close to where I live, so I have to drive an hour to get there, an hour to set up, and then 3 hours of market, and then an hour drive home. So at my last market, I had to be there 2 hours early, so I had like an hour to kill, so that's why I had time to crochet a little bit more. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to crochet during the market, but hopefully I will. I don't know. This market, it's like a children's entrepreneur market, so I'm like barely young enough to do them. I've been doing them since I was like 11, and I'm 16 now. So this is the last one that I'm signed up for. All of my other markets are like farmers markets, and so this is my last children's entrepreneur market. I'll leave a link to their website in my description as well. So in the next hour, I need to change because they have a yellow shirt that they want you to wear, and then I'm going to finish my bee and then pack up all my stuff, and I'm going to film a clip to show you all the stuff I've made.
I laid out everything that I've crocheted in the last 8 or 9 days since my last market. So I have 30 of these mini animals, of the octos and the whales. I have some bigger octos, more octos in the back. I have whales and hippos and bees. So I also have some bins of things left over from my last market over there. So I have my car pretty much packed up. I'm just going to put all this stuff in bins, then we're ready to go. Alright, I'm at my market and I'm all set up. The market officially starts in a few minutes. I just wanted to show what my booth looks like. I have a corner booth, which is nice. So I have, that's my sister in the back. I have my fruit stand. It says Farm Fresh Produce in the front. I have all my accessories and my $15 plushies. Then over here, I have some plushies sticking out the side. And then also have some on this side. So I have my typical sign on the bottom out here. But then this sign, it's a little wonky, but this sign actually just came today. It was supposed to come tomorrow, but it came today. So I'm very glad that it came before my market. And so I'll give an update a little bit later. Okay, so we're almost a half hour in. I've made one sale, which I'm happy with. There's like no one here yet, but I'm happy with what I've done so far. I probably won't make as much money as I did the last market, but that's okay. Okay, sorry, I had a customer come up and they bought a bee, so yay, second sale. But since this is like a food truck night, that like, I don't know if I said that, but it's like a food truck night that this market is like connected to, and so I'm hoping that more people will show up a little bit later, like once they get home from work. I don't know, but I'm okay with how I'm doing so far. It's getting kind of cloudy, and I'm hoping it's not gonna rain. It's also getting a little windy, and I really hope it's not windy because a lot of my stuff will get blown over, but we'll see. I have 1 more hour left in the market. It definitely picked up after like an hour. It definitely picked up, but it's kind of slowing down again, so hopefully I still get some more sales, but I'll give a little update of what my I've sold a few whales, some of my minis, and I've also sold some of my items over here. Okay, it is, we have to take down like a half hour early because it is insanely windy. I'm packing up, or all packing up right now. Everyone's stuff is going everywhere. Ah! Okay, sorry. It's insane. It's insane. Okay, talk to you later. Turns out there was lightning, so we like everyone has to pack up. So my big cart filled up. It's been a very eventful market. Even though it ended early, I still did pretty good, so I'm happy, but we're gonna pack up the car. And the thing I'm most happy about is that I have ice cream, if it will focus. I have mint chocolate chip ice cream, all I care about, so.
Okay, so my last clip was kind of crazy. It's the next day. We got all packed up, went home. I was worried it was going to rain, but the weather said that it wasn't supposed to. On our way there, it was raining, and it was raining really hard. But then once we got to the market, it like cleared up. There's no rain, clear skies, and then later on, you kind of saw the sky a little bit, but I tried to start filming when my stuff was blowing over, but my phone ended up getting knocked over like right away. So that's not very good footage.
The sign down. Oh, I can't reach it.
Basically, like, all my stuff flew over, and it's really, like, luckily the floor wasn't really dirty, or else that would have been really sad if I got plushies dirty. But anyway, nothing really got dirty. I just started throwing, me and my mom just started throwing stuff in my bins. My sister was there, and my dad was in our car, just like waiting for it to be done pretty much. And so she was calling him, like, come, and he was like holding onto the canopy, just making sure that it didn't go flying. I felt really bad because there is a kid, and his booth absolutely went flying. I think his table got like knocked over. Like, it was really sad. But yeah, pretty much before we even knew that there was lightning, everyone was packing up. Like, it was so insane. And right when we were packing up, it started sprinkling a little bit, and then as soon as we're on our way home, it started pouring rain. But yeah, so I did sell quite a few things. There was people buying things as we were cleaning up and as plushies were falling over. I'm very grateful to all the people who helped me. Like, a lot of my plushies fell forward, like in front of my table. I'm so thankful for all of the people who helped me like grab them. Like, it's like they were panicking as much as I was, like picking them up, giving them to me. And yeah, I was packing up and people were still buying things. So I was selling things to the very, very end. So that was a very eventful market. So with it was only a 2.5 hour market, and I did pretty good. So my next market is in 11 days, or maybe it's 10 days by now. I don't know. It's June 3rd, and it is a 5-hour market. So it's twice as long, and if I sell twice as much, then I need to be more prepared. I didn't get any after footage because it was crazy. There was no rhyme or reason to any of the animals and what bins they were. I was just putting things where they fit. So I have no idea like what I have. They're all in bins. So anyway, that was a crazy market. But I hope you enjoyed watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you for my next video. Bye.